Let's talk about Chido Obi Martin. And I just want to start this video by just quickly saying that Manchester United, although we have been terrible over the past few years in the transfer market, although our football on the pitch also hasn't been great, I feel like this is one of the highlights, one of the brightest spots of the Ineos campaign in the Ten Hag years. It was the signing of Chido Obi Martin and the development we've had with him so far. A lot of things we can criticize about this club, but again, as I've said this before in other videos, I will try to focus on the positive things where I can. And also with this transfer saga taking so long with Mbeumo, now there's rumours of Nicholas Jackson, there's other rumours. There was a rumour of Ollie Watkins and Martinez coming to United, the goalkeeper. There's so many things going on that a lot of this stuff doesn't even make sense. We are talking about players, some of these players that we shouldn't be signing, when in a sense we should also be looking inside our team, looking at our youth players, our development, and seeing who are the characters that can really come through for this team. And that's something I also want to focus on. I want to focus on the player reviews. I will still update you guys on the big transfers, but the youth development for me is very, very important. Because one, these players don't cost a lot of money. Two, the only cost we'll have with these players is time. Is giving them enough time. And time is an expensive commodity, but here at least you're saving funds. And I feel like United should definitely go back to being a talent factory. You think of the early days, you think of the 90s, you think of even us going out there and acquiring young talent like Rooney and Ronaldo in the early 2000s and developing those players. It's like we lost that ability to develop talent, whether it is through our own academy or through going out there and signing players. And I feel like Chido Obi Martin is an opportunity for us to show that we can still do this. It's an opportunity for the new management, for the new coaches to really, really try and get this ball rolling again. Now, let's get into the video now. Why is this player impressive and why is it important and why are we talking about him? We're talking about a player who broke a lot of Arsenal scoring records and we were able to get him in the club. Now, a lot of the stuff he's done this season has been good. For example, he scored 14 goals in 23 games this season, including 7 goals in 4 FA Cup or in 4 Youth FA Cup games. He is a scoring machine. He has got the talent. We're talking about Zirkzee and Højlund not being natural-born finishers at time. Chido Obi Martin is that. He's got that innate talent to finish. He's got that ability inside the box. He's able to drop. He's able to go on the wings. He's a very, very complete striker. However, the caveat comes in. I always try and add caveats in my videos from the simple fact that he's only played youth football so far this season. Yes, he's been promoted to the under-21s and he's had a little bit of time with the first team, but we've not seen enough. So a lot of his game, although I want to say that is very positive, there needs to be put a big caveat there. The main purpose of this video is just me highlighting the simple fact that this season we need to give Chido Obi Martin time. You know, if you've watched this player for long enough, if you have looked at his numbers and his scoring record, it is impressive. As I said already in this video, he has the talent to score goals. However, I want to see our coaches, our football director. I want to see just our football structure giving a player like Chido Obi Martin time this season. You know, I know it's not cool to talk about Mason Greenwood anymore, but you look at the development of Mason Greenwood, a player with a lot of talent who was developed in the right way, and now he's a scoring machine. Rashford also had that potential, and to be fair, Rashford did come up to that potential. It's just we've had some problems when it comes to his character. So we are, even in the modern era, although it hasn't been always perfect, we've still been able to do that. I want the same thing to happen with Chido Obi Martin. We've been very lucky to have a few good crops of good attacking players. I want to continue that. I want to give this player the time. Also, he's just built to be a striker. I know that in football, you know, size and all that stuff doesn't really matter, but it doesn't hinder you as well. When I talk about Lenny Euro being a centre back built in the lab, with Chido Obi Martin, you're talking about a striker who's 6'2", very, very light on his feet and also fast. We're talking about a very, very serious player who also has that innate scoring talent. When you combine all of these things, we have we have a possible scoring machine in our hands, and that's why it is so important to go out there and develop him. And again, the rapid progression he's had from the under 18s, under 21s, and the short amount of time he's had with the first team. Let's see if Amorim can give him a bit more time this season. Now, the reason why I say give him some more time this season is because I don't believe that he's 100% ready for the first team. Again, he's not quite there in terms of strengths. He's not quite there in terms of spatial awareness. And number two, we've just not seen enough. So I'm not going to criticize him too much on that point because we just haven't seen enough of him on the first team. So that'll be the main point. That'll be the main point for this season, that is. But yeah, overall, amazing scoring talent. There's an opportunity here for us to amend some of the incompetence that we've seen over the years. And the progression to the first team needs to be steady. It needs to be slow this season, but it needs to happen. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching this video until the end. As per usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all these things to please help me grow this channel. And I'll see you guys soon.